going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here. It is officially November 8th, 2011. It is 1:46 a.m. here on the East Coast, and I am about to do my release day unboxing video for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Now, as you can see, I have two versions of the game. We've got the Hardened Edition for PlayStation 3, and then we've also got the regular edition for Xbox 360. And you might say, Phil, why do you have two editions of the game? And there's a story behind that. And the story goes as such. On a cold, rainy night, sometime previously this year that I don't remember, I walked into my GameStop and I reserved Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 for Xbox 360. And at that point, there was no announcement if there was going to be a collector's edition or anything coming up this year. And so I had that reserve, okay? Then, about 3 to 4 months later, I walked in, I said, hey, you know what? I'm doing my reserves for, the hardcore gaming season. This was probably, I would probably say it was probably in September. I was starting to do all my reserves for like the fourth quarter. I said, listen, I know that I had Modern Warfare 3 reserved for 360, but back then they didn't have any of the versions announced. Is there a collector's edition? So they looked it up on a computer. They said, no, we don't have that. There is no collector's edition this year. But what there will be is Hardened Edition, which is what you see right here. And I said, all right then, since now we know, upgrade my 360 reserve to the Hardened Edition. And they go in their computer, they go tap, 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 tap. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We already sold out of the reserves for our Hardened Edition for Xbox 360. To which I said, that's absolutely preposterous. It's months before the game's release. Why on earth could you sell out? And they said, there's nothing we can do. So I said, you know what? I need to have a Hardened Edition for my unboxing video. Please reserve me a PlayStation 3. Can you get one of those? And they said, oh, sir, don't be silly. No one buys games for the PlayStation 3. I said, don't be preposterous. Of course you can get the Hardened Edition for PlayStation 3. Like, I'm not even joking. So anyway, I was like, wow, okay. But basically, the gist is this. Connecticut, where I live, is an Xbox 360 state, okay? Anyone who plays games pretty much buys the Xbox 360 version over the PlayStation 3 unless there's an exception to the rule. Like for Dark Souls, people thought that the PlayStation 3 version was a superior version. For certain games, you always get that word that one version, for whatever reason, it either ports better or whatever, that people buy it for the PlayStation 3. But in general, for example, all the people that I know right now who are playing Modern Warfare 3 are playing it on Xbox 360. So I'm not surprised that in a market like Connecticut, they couldn't get me the Hardened Edition for 360, okay? So anyway, in fact, it was so funny, and I'll tell you the story. I showed up at midnight. Actually, I was like a couple minutes early because for the midnight release. And the line was insanely large, okay? I'm talking, there was probably about 200 to 300 people at my local GameStop. And I thought about filming. Actually, my new phone that I just got yesterday does HD video, but it was dark as fuck. And the video, it wasn't worth it, so I didn't bother filming. But anyway, I knew I couldn't stand in this line because of my back. And apparently, which I didn't know because GameStop had never fucking announced any of this, GameStop at 6 p.m. today, well not today, I guess it would have been yesterday, Monday, started handing out numbers to people. So there were like 150 people ahead of me who had numbers who they were going to let in first. And I said, it's going to take them at least like a half hour to get through those people. I can't stand out here for that long. I have a back injury. So what I did, I went to my car and I sat in my car and I basically waited almost a full hour. It wasn't until about 12:55 that the line finally died down to about only 20 people left. And so I got out of the car, got in line, went inside, and I said, all right, I'm here to pick it up. And I said, okay, what system? I said, well, that's a funny story because I had a reserve for Xbox 360, and then I tried to get the Hardened Edition for PS3, and I couldn't get it for whatever reason. And you guys, and I said, well, okay, so we see that you have that, all right. They said, wait a minute, you got Hardened for PS3? Really? I was like, yeah, I got it for PS3. They said, damn, okay. And they had to send a guy to go to the back of the store to get it because no one else at that GameStop, out of the hundreds of people who had picked that game up before me, had gotten the Hardened Edition for PlayStation 3. I shit you not. So pretty funny. I don't know, in terms of scale here, and it's even funny here in this regard. On the back of the Xbox 360 case, the first thing it says is the best-selling franchise in Xbox 360 history is back. So it just goes to show you that they really are pushing the fact that the Modern Warfare 3 for Xbox 360 is like the definitive system for this game. And I just thought it was funny. They didn't think anyone was going to come to pick this version up tonight, that they had it locked up all night. And here at the end of the line, an hour into it, I was the first person who had gotten one. That's fucking funny to me. So anyway, 5.5 minutes in, let's unbox this bitch, okay? Xbox 360 version, pretty, standard here. Got your game disc, Modern Warfare 3. You've got a 2-day gold pass, and I guess that's nice. And the reason I say this is a nice thing is, let me actually see, is there a code on here? There is. You know what? I'm going to show you guys this code, and I didn't expect to do this, but I don't need this, obviously. I will give away this code in this video. The reason that it's nice that they do this is, what if you don't have Xbox Live Gold and you don't want to get it unless you're sure that Modern Warfare 3 is good enough for you to warrant to buy the code, okay? Or to buy an Xbox Gold membership. Well, that's nice that you get the 2-day trial to test it out. And if you don't like it online, you don't have to waste your money on the membership. So very nice of them to do that. Let's take a look at the instruction booklet. It sucks. It's short and it sucks. An ad for their Call of Duty Elite program, which is completely pointless. And we'll talk a little bit more about that with the Hardened Edition. But, alright, so ladies and gentlemen, didn't expect to do this. If you're one of the first people to watch this video, you just lucked out. Here is a code for 2 days Xbox Live Gold Pass. Okay, and I'm going to throw it out because I don't fucking need it. Alright, so that is the 360 edition, but now obviously what everyone wants to see here is the PlayStation 3 Hardened Edition and see what it actually comes with. I could show you this, but I'm just going to show you for, inside what it actually comes with. So, you might be saying to yourself, wow, that's a thick box. It must have a lot of stuff in there, right? Okay, so let's check it out. By the way, it's a softer material, the box. I'm not sure what it is. It doesn't feel like cardboard. It feels like there's like a finish on this box, okay? So we open it up, and let me make sure that there's no code showing. I apologize because I forgot to check. Okay. So here's what you have inside your box. Okay, you've got, let me get out of the light, Call of Duty Elite Founder Membership. Call of Duty Elite is this thing, they've been talking about this all year. I'm not going to flip it because it has my code on it, okay? But it's this stupid online community bullshit where you basically put this in, okay? And it's going to track your stats. It's going to have clans and stuff like that. Like, who gives a flaming fuck? Like, this has never existed before. I really don't think anyone cares that much about it, unless you're like such a retarded fanboy of Call of Duty that, oh, I can't believe it. Something else that's Call of Duty, I must have it. You know what I mean? No one was asking for this. So you get a membership for that, which, by the way, that was what was on the back of the instruction booklet here. This is $50 a year. Okay? You get a journal, a collectible war journal. So this is supposed to be a journal that I guess the team that who is the main characters of Modern Warfare series, Captain Price, Soap McTavish. I'm assuming this is supposed to be their journal, okay? Pre-wrinkled to make it look old, and as you open it, the pages, you'll notice, actually look like they're wrinkled, like they're wet, because they've been through a war. And you got some drawings, you got a little doodle there of Captain Price that looks like, who would doodle your fucking captain in the middle of a heated battle? Oh, look, someone's throwing fucking a grenade at me. Let me stop to doodle his fucking mustache on there. So, you got pictures. You've got a little thing here that I guess is supposed to be like a magazine article or a newspaper article clipping that you can't read because it's not in English. Nice touch. All kinds of different things. There's a picture of a guy taking a shit. Maps, I'm assuming. Layouts of probably levels and stuff in the campaign. Fucking horseman, it says right there. Here's a fake photo of Captain Price and, the squad. More stuff here. Another picture. Who is that? Commanding officer with a caterpillar, Destiny. He's calling his mustache a caterpillar. Anyway. So more pictures, more shit. Kill him, fuck him, blow him. All kinds of stuff here. I don't know what happened here. It looks like someone fucking shit all over the page. Some dirty pages over here. That's pretty much the end of the journal. You got more stuff there. It's pretty interesting the amount of content in this journal. And then at the end, you actually have we have another fake photo of the squad, okay? You've got a photo that I guess is a diagram of something. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Maybe it'll actually come into play during the game. It looks like it unfolds. Method of ranging. I don't know. And then this is the best part, by far. In any collector's edition I have ever purchased in my life, this is the best thing I've ever seen. It's a fake matchbook with a fake carbon patch on the back. It actually has a texture to it. And when you open it, it has a picture of fake matches. They thought it was too dangerous to actually give you a real matchbook with the Hardened Edition of Modern Warfare 3. Wow. A fake matchbook. I paid $50 extra. Well, I guess in this case, I think it's $99.99. I paid $40 extra for a fake matchbook. Okay. So you might say, wow, okay, so the journal might be pretty cool if you're a collector. You say, well, what else does it come with, okay? Well, here's your game. It stays. Steelbook case, which is pretty standard now. They did it for Black Ops last year. I think they're going to continue to do this every year at this point. So you got your Steelbook case, your copy of the game on Blu-ray, your instruction booklet, which, as I showed you, is the same as it is on the Xbox 360. No difference, okay? And, again, an ad on the back to pay for Call of Duty Elite for $50 a year and waste your fucking money completely. Alright, and then your founder status. This book explains to you what the Elite is, okay? So, what does it mean to be a founder? It means passion. What the fuck? It's a video game, you assholes. So anyway, it explains you can play together better. Doesn't really explain how, but, you know, dedicated Call of Duty players know that clans, groups, and theater mode are better, and that's why you should pay $50 a year to get it. Okay? Whatever you say, asshole. Explains that there will be supposedly monthly downloadable content and Call of Duty Elite TV that will be available to people in the Elite Club, which is also a complete waste of time and money. And then finally, thank you. So, pretty stupid. There are two other codes that I'm obviously not going to show you on the back of the book. These codes are for your Elite membership token code and also a PlayStation Network animated theme that you have to redeem within the first year of ownership in order to have those work, okay? So now the last thing that I want to show everyone, because I was stricken by this, I said, wow, this is a really fucking thick case, man. And wow, okay, so there must be something... there must be a reason why this is so thick, right? There's got to be something in there. It's fucking empty. There was no fucking reason for them to make the case this thick, besides the fact that they wanted to fool people into thinking they were getting something, and so people probably said, oh, look, without reading the actual, what comes with it, here, because most people don't do that. They just say, oh, I like Call of Duty, give me the Hardened Edition or whatever. They're those... people who buy stuff, with their eyes rather than actually understanding what's coming with it. And they saw the bigger box and they said, oh, that's gotta be good, There's nothing fucking in it. Why does this space have to exist? What is this? What is this? And look at that. They even took the time to put a piece of black paper in the back of it to represent the empty void that is the back of the box of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Hardened Edition. What the fuck, man? That is stupid. Why the fuck do you need to have this stupid insert to make the box so big, besides creating an optical illusion for people who don't read carefully? That's pretty bad. So anyway, that's really silly. If anything, it's cool to get this journal, and I think if you are a fan of Call of Duty, you'll probably say, wow, this journal is actually pretty neat. I might take the time to read through some of this and see what some of these notes and things are. It's kind of like reading a supplemental book to a game. So if you're a fan of these games, you're a fan of these characters, this is neat. But the founder, this Call of Duty Elite bullshit is a complete waste of time. The founder status is a complete waste of time, okay? And I believe, if I'm to understand correctly, so I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, as always happens when I put a video on YouTube. The know-it-alls have to speak up and correct everything I say. But I believe that you're going to get maps and map packs that are coming up already if you bought this edition. Not that it matters, because obviously you can just buy them later anyway, but I think here, if you buy the Hardened Edition, like, you unlock that content and you'll get it for free when it comes out. And maybe it's cheaper to do this, I don't know. But $99.99 to get a journal and pretty much nothing of any use is pretty lame in my opinion. Oh, and then of course you get the PlayStation theme for your PlayStation 3. I'm sure if I gotten this for Xbox 360, there probably would have been an Xbox 360 version, you know, desktop or a dashboard theme that came with it. Maybe an avatar code or something for that. But that's pretty wimpy compared to last year's edition. Do you remember last year's collector's edition for Call of Duty? Do you? Hold on, because if you don't, I can refresh your memory a year ago of what I came home with for the midnight launch. I came home with a fucking RC car with a built-in spy camera on it that you could actually drive around. It's a cool toy. It's a cool collectible. I still have it. Will I keep it forever? I doubt it, but it's a cool thing to have if I ever have like a gaming shrine or whatever, you know what I mean? Who knows? If I'm doing this on YouTube forever, maybe one day I'll have a place where I keep all my gaming memorabilia. This would be a cool thing to have. This is fucking stupid. This is a dumb collector's edition, and I'm sorry, but it is not worth what they charge you for this, for, you know, $99.99. So you're paying $40 extra for a membership to a completely pointless service that shouldn't even exist, this Call of Duty Elite service. And I think that at this point it's getting pretty beat with these collector's editions. Like, I get the feeling that, I think last year a lot of people probably complained and said, you know, the RC car was dumb. I personally thought the RC car was a good idea, because at least it's something you can do something with, as opposed to 2 years ago for Modern Warfare 2, the collector's edition had that fake, the fake night vision goggles that obviously aren't real professional military grade night vision goggles. What the fuck would you ever do with those, you know? So, I hate to say it, but at this point, this series collector's editions, what the fuck? This is bullshit. This is stupid. And I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't actually try this year. This is a lack of effort is what this is. This is you stealing $40 from the consumer who thought they were going to get a really cool collectible because the box was fucking huge, and it ended up being really stupid, okay? So anyway, now that's the unboxing video, and me basically ranting about how stupid this Hardened Edition is. I'm playing the campaign on Xbox 360 as always. I'm not playing it on PS3, but the good thing about this is, as you remember, last year, or over the course of this year actually, 2011, and sometimes in 2010, I did fan appreciation with the fans, and played multiplayer with the fans for these games, and now I will have a copy on both PlayStation 3 and on Xbox 360, which I'll be able to play. So when I do those fan appreciation days, I'll probably end up, you know, do 1 or 2 hour sets on the Xbox, 1 or 2 hour sets on the PlayStation 3, and that way all of my fans get a fair shake, rather than some people getting kind of assed out because I only bought it on one console or the other. So that is it. That is release day unboxing for Modern Warfare 3, both standard and hardened editions. I hope you enjoyed it and laughed along at the hilarity of the size of this fucking empty void box. I have no idea why they did that, and I'm sure the shipping companies and GameStop appreciate having to have this giant fucking box on their shelves when this entire area of the box is empty. Whatever. I'm done ranting. So that's it. Up next on my channel, if you are watching this, you know, fairly during the time that I'm uploading it, Modern Warfare 3 campaign. I'm doing that first. I'm doing it right now. It's probably going to take 4 to 6 hours, depending on how long it is. Usually that's how long the Modern Warfare campaigns are. When I'm done with that, I'm going to see how I feel. I probably will sleep for a couple hours at least, because I've been up since about 3:30 in the afternoon, Monday. And then probably I'm going to be playing the multiplayer of Modern Warfare 3 fairly a large amount of Tuesday into Wednesday. I'm going to try to do some gameplay both randomly just going online to test the matchmaking. Then I have some friends of mine who've contacted me, some that you know, some that you might not know, who actually want to play games with Modern Warfare with me. So I might be doing some parties that I'll be forming myself and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens as the week progresses. But basically Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 3 days dedicated to Modern Warfare 3 and all of its game modes, including co-op, including multiplayer. And I'm excited. I always have fun with the Call of Duty games, as you know. I do enjoy them. I like putting footage up of them. And this is the time when the game is fresh and new, where people don't find the exploits and the things that break the gameplay, per se, right away. This is the time when it's like a free-for-all, where everyone can just go out there. And typically I do pretty well, because since I've played all these games, I'm usually a lot better than everyone else. So, alright, that's it. See you guys for Modern Warfare 3 gameplay, and hope you enjoyed the unboxing video. Tune in next time. Thanks.